Hey everyone, this is Yami, your Latina next door. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I absolutely love Christmas decor. As you can see, last year I kind of went a little bit overboard. And so of course I was completely excited and extremely honored to be invited by these wonderful ladies to do a Christmas in July video. Courtney, Jennifer, Kristen, Whitney, and myself have brought you guys some fun decor for Christmas, and everyone's link to their channels will be in my description box, as well as a playlist, so you guys can have access to those videos right away. I cannot wait to see what these ladies have created, but first let's go ahead and start with mine. Okay, so for the first DIY, we're going to use these beads that I purchased at Michael's. Now, Dollar Tree does have beads that you can use for this. However, you're going to have to paint them if they're not in your color scheme. But these are actually great because they cost $9.99, and you can use your 40% off coupon to bring it down to $6. And you get a ton of beads. So this will last you for several projects. So what I went ahead and did was separate the bead sizes out, since there's a large, medium, and a small one. And these Dollar Tree trays are perfect for this. Okay, so what I did was take some jute from Dollar Tree and add a little bit of tape to the end to make it easier to go ahead and thread these beads. And I use the smallest size for this. Now, since I didn't know what size I was going for, I actually ended up using the lid of the container where those beads came from to get my size. And I ended up using 28 beads. Now the next thing we're going to work on is the white circle that the beads are going to go around. Now I'm just going to use some Dollar Tree foam that I had on hand, and with the help of this little tool right here, I am going to make some amazing circles. Okay, so the way this works is you find out what the diameter of the circle that you want to cut, but you only measure for the radius, which is half of the diameter. And you have that little ruler there that you can adjust. Then there's that little prickly thing in the middle that will stab you, oh my gosh, as well as the blade. So you're going to stab that little needle where you want the center of your circle. You're going to hold one hand on the knob, and with the other one, you're going to turn the ruler around. Now, since this is foam, you're going to have to turn it around and do it from the other side. So you're just going to find where you made that original hole, put the needle through it, and do the same thing on this side. And there is your circle. And if y'all have cut foam before, you guys know you cannot make a circle like this and make it look that pretty. So I will link this product in the description box below. It is a serious lifesaver. Alright, so next I just printed out some Christmas words on some regular printer paper. And then, not changing any of the measurements on that rotary cutter, I basically just found the center of the word and cut all the way around so it can fit right on top of that foam disc. I will have this printout available to you guys in the next couple of days. I'll post it on my community tab when it's ready, but I'm trying to add more fonts to suit everybody's style. And then adding these to the foam little circles is so easy. All you need is a glue stick. Of course, if there are any rough edges on your circles from the foam, all you need to do is get a sanding block and just sand them smooth. Then once your little round discs are ready, all you need to do is get some hot glue and put it all the way around the perimeter. Then just slide your beads right on over. Just make sure that where you tie the jute string, it's actually on top, because you're going to use that to hang it on your Christmas tree. And then to add a little bit more Farmhouse, I used this Dollar Tree ribbon in buffalo check to make a little bow and glue it at the top of the ornament. Now, I usually find this buffalo check only during Valentine's Day, so I like to stock up on it, but I'm hoping that Dollar Tree comes out with more buffalo check for Christmas time this year. And all I did was hot glue it to the top. Now, I also like to seal my ends of my ribbon so they don't fray, and I do have a video where I show you a close-up of what I do. It involves fire, so I'll go ahead and link it above, that way you guys can check it out. Here they are finished. I think they turned out so cute. The best thing about this is that you can change the font or the ribbon color to match your style and decor. Okay, so now for the second project, and you're going to use one of these signs from Dollar Tree. This is leftover from last year, but don't worry, they're going to come out with more, I am pretty sure. All you got to do is remove everything off of it, even the label, and sand it down if not all of it comes off. We are going to use this backside. Now, I decided to paint this white, and I love using the chalk paint from Folk Art that's called White Adirondack. I think it's a beautiful, crisp white color, and I'm going to give this 2 coats. I'm not going to make it perfect because I still want it to look a little bit rustic, but I do want to give it 2 coats to get rid of that cardboard look behind it. Okay, so next I'm going to take this embroidery hoop that I have left over from my shim mirror. Remember that? I had the outer loop left over and I needed to use it. So I used the Folk Art wax, antiquing wax actually, and I just covered it up in that. So next I wanted to add some lines to make it look like shiplap. So I just measured the middle of the plaque and then use the ruler to draw straight lines across. Now I just used one of my daughter's black Crayola colored pencils, and in some areas I didn't go all the way through because it was going to be covered up. Next I took my embroidery hoop and traced out the circle out of a piece of scrapbook paper that I had left over. I cut the circle with some scissors, and then to adhere it, after I found the center where I wanted to place it, I simply used a glue stick. Super easy. Then to adhere the embroidery hoop on top of the circle, I used some E6000 all the way around, and then my hot glue gun and a couple of little dots just to hold it together. And then while it was drying, I placed the ruler on top so it'd give it some weight and hold it down. Next, I took some burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I wanted to create a little banner across the front of the ornament. After I was happy with the placement, I simply used hot glue to glue it down. Next, I pulled the foliage off some Christmas bushes from Dollar Tree and started adding it to the top of the ornament. Since I wanted to keep it rustic and yet a little bit traditional, I added some of the red berries and some pine cones. Next, I wanted to add the word Merry to the little banner, and as you can see here, I had originally painted it gray, but it was too dark, so I went over it with some white chalk paint, and I wasn't going for perfect either. I did leave them a little bit rustic. Then as those dried, I worked on my little hanging piece, and I used the larger versions of the previous beads that I showed you guys, and I did the same thing, just ran them through some Dollar Tree jute string, and then fed the ends through the top of the holes on the plaque to hang it. Then the last step was to adhere the word Merry onto the ribbon, and that was it. And here is how it came together. As you can see, the beads are on top and you can hang it anywhere you need to. And yeah, this is how it came out, and I am so excited. This has got to be one of my favorite pieces for Christmas so far. I can't wait to continue creating for Christmas. I'm excited for it this year. And of course, I have to ask, which one is your favorite, the ornaments or the wall piece? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you are new here for more inspiration, and don't forget to check out everyone else's videos. The playlist is in the description box below. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, adios.